Hi, I'm Anna Elizabeth.
And I'm London.
We are the introduction team. Captain Thomas and his crew was sailing at sea near the Indonesia coastline. Then a huge typhoon came. They knew they were at risk. They got washed up on a mystery island, and Captain Thomas and his crew all passed out.
I am Olivia,
And I'm Bobby.
and we are the Medical Examiners Team A. After the wreck, many crew members had sprained or fractured limbs. Dr. Smart used some of the extra materials to create splints and slings for the crew. Me and Bobby will show you many of the slings and the slings that they used. Now, me and Bobby will now demonstrate how to do an arm splint. So, could you cut? So, we are going to demonstrate an arm splint, which is a splint that you put on when you have a fractured arm or a sprained wrist. Now, Bobby's right arm seems to be fractured. So, using the splint material that we have, we will mold the splint around the left arm. After molding the splint, we will now add it to the injured arm. Adding it to the injured arm, we will take our bandages and we'll wrap it around the splint to hold it in place. After wrapping this, you will have finished the arm splint.
And now I will be demonstrating the leg. And now I will be demonstrating the leg splint on Olivia. So you take this splint material, and this time instead of molding it around the uninjured ankle, you mold it around the injured one because you can't take it off without deforming it. You make a figure 8 by starting with putting the splint on the bottom. Then you wrap this round, and you do the same with this. And then you take the bandage, and you wrap it up.
Now, to finish us off, I will demonstrate the arm sling on Bobby's arm. Now, to do the sling, you will have a triangular shaped bandage, and you will fold the bottom point of the triangle onto the very top. When doing that, you have a sort of line shape that you can use to make the sling. Doing this, you put it underneath the patient's arm. Reach one corner over their shoulder and the other one over the other shoulder. When you do that, you tie it around the back and you are done. You have yourself a working sling to support the arm if it is fractured or broken.
I will be demonstrating the model lung. Chief Steward's lung collapsed, so we built a model lung to show how the lung works. When you pull the bottom like this, the balloon inside inflates. This is what happens when you breathe in. And Hello, we are the engineering design specialists. Hello, my name is Sophia. Today we're going to talk about the engineering design process.
Design, ID, prototype, and test. Hi, my name is Jack, and we are also part of the engineer. We will be talking why and how we built the robot. We built it because two crewmates were stuck on the part of the island that was uninhabitable. So we built the robot to get them safely. And how we built it.
Hi, my name is Brady, and this is the M-Bot. We built it by using all the materials. So step one, we put the body, let me start over. Hi, my name is Brady, and this is the M-Bot. So step one, we put the motors on the body of the robot. Step two, we screwed everything in and put the wheels on. Step three, we put the batteries on the robot. Step four, we put the engine on the robot to make it go, and then we programmed it to go forward, backward, and turn around and make an ambulance sound, and then we programmed it to make it do what we want it to do.
And I'm Mayo. We're part of the engineering specialist team. We will be talking about the truss bridges we built. The reason we built the truss bridges was so our M-Bots could cross over the water so they can go investigate island because there was a really bad storm the other night and the food supplies ran low.
The truss bridge out of straws, paper clips, and tape.
And I'm Mason.
We are the medical examiner's B. Dr. Smart has found out that one of our crew members has symptoms relating to the cardiovascular system. Dr. Smart wanted us to dissect the calf heart to help us know more about the heart and its parts.
The cardiovascular diseases. A heart attack is when your heart stops beating properly because it is not getting enough blood. This often happens when an artery is clogged. The heart has 8 parts: the vena cava, the right atrium, the pulmonary artery, the right ventricle, the aorta, the pulmonary vein, the left atrium, and the left ventricle. You should keep your heart healthy so you can prevent from getting the cardiovascular disease.
My name is Andrew.
And I'm Logan.
And today we're going to be talking about how First Mate Cindy Young got her snake bite. So Neff and Cindy Young were following the robot that they programmed to the crashed ship on the island. On the way, Cindy Young stepped on a pit viper. The pit viper got startled, and then it started chasing First Mate Cindy Young and bit her shin. First Mate Cindy Young started hallucinating and losing her memory. So
After finding out that the pit viper was hemotoxic, we found the anti-venom, which was a mixture of lemon juice and milk.
Hi, my name is Callie. And I'm Keegan. This is how we use blood drop and why we use it for evidence. People normally use blood drop to find out where the injury is on the body. For example, Neff had a cut on his head, so that would be 66 inches off the ground. And Dr. Smart had a cut on his arm, and that would be 30 inches off of the ground. Finally, First Mate Sydney got a snake bite on her ankle. That would be 12 inches.
We also had to analyze the blood spatter that was left. We already know most of the crewmates have deep cuts or injuries. To find out whose blood it was, we created blood spatter samples, dropped from different heights. Later, we compared our samples from the one from the crime scene. This was the samples from the crime scene.
Crime scene, we found fingerprints, and we need to investigate the fingerprints. So we brushed cocoa powder on fingerprints, then we taped it to a piece of paper.
And I will be talking about powdered sugar. Neff had a sunburn, and he needed something that won't burn or irritate the skin. So that means we can't use acid powders. It can disturb the skin's pH level. The pH level needs to be balanced or neutral for the paste.
Everything went back to normal, and Dr. Smart and Neff will be going to jail